Okay, welcome to this part to the videos that will show how I make my website. The last video we were rushing the buttons to make them from a graphic to a button, and I'm going to show you something again to make something really clear. I'm going in a button now, and as you see, as I go in the button, it will show the graphic I made. And when I go in the graphic, you will see the black background. I had to move that off the button itself and just move it in again. And I did that for a good reason, because when you are making buttons, you don't want the text to be only the button itself. You want the whole button as a visual to be the button, and that's what I did now. So I'm going back from the graphic to the button. Just click there and it will go over there, and as you can see, there are four frames here. One for up, this is the normal button, and that's how it is. A frame for when you go over it, and a frame when you when it is down, and when you hit it, like when it's when you release it. Okay, so now we're going to edit some stuff on the graphics. I'm going to make a frame over it, like that, and I'm going down here, and I'm going to do the color thing just to the right, and I'm going to select brightness, and I'll make that, wait, I can move that over to the corner so you can still see it. So, like that. Okay, now I'm going to make the brightness a bit up to 20, 15. I'm going to add some brightness, 15%, and I'm just going to move the button a bit up. And that's the only thing I'm going to do for this button. Now, when I will test my project, it's already a pretty big project. Okay, so when I'll go to my home button, you see it will bright up and it will just go up, and that's the sign that you are on a button that you want to click. So for me it is, of course. These are just basic buttons, but it does look okay. So I'm going to do the same here. Insert a frame on over a keyframe, and just select that. Brightness, put up 15%. Whoops, need to select it. Okay, I'm going to do this a bit faster, because otherwise I will be in time. I will have too less time to do this. Okay, keyframe on over, select the graphic itself, brightness 15%, and I still need to move it up. Done. Keyframe on over, select the whole thing, select brightness 15%, and I still need to move it up a bit. I just move it up a bit to above and a bit to the right. Okay, insert a keyframe on over, select the graphic, brightness 15%, and move it up a bit. Advertisements, one keyframe on over, select it, brightness 15%, and move it up a bit. So now I'm going back to the stage again, to the scene where it all started. Okay, and now I'm going to start the project just to look at what I've made in total. Well, that really does look nice. It isn't a very advanced menu, but it looks okay. So well, let's talk about pages. Well, I now have a home page which I should display in here, because I made this thing just beside of the logo, you know. Okay, well, that's for displaying the page that you're at, and maybe fill in some description of the page just beneath it, a slogan or something like that. I'm going to lock the menu layer and the guy layer as well, and let's move over to the content layer. On the content layer there will be everything that will be displayed to the user as stuff that will be interesting for him. Oh, wait a second, I'm going to do just one thing, moving that a bit up. I think it was okay now. Yes, it is. Okay, and we need to fix that, but I'll do that later on. Okay, so the content layer will display everything the user will see as information. I'm going to put up something in the title bar, something basic. I will make it more advanced when you people are going to visit my website. It's just some basic skills on how I do stuff. Whoops. Let's make it a bit bigger. I don't like it that small. Well, let's take 60 for it. Okay. So now we've got the text. I always break it apart, make it into a symbol. Whoops, caps lock. Text. Whoops, and I don't know how I called it. Display page. Okay. I'm now going to go into the graphic, and most of the time I just copy and paste the whole thing. Whoops. And just move it a bit up, so I could just drag it over later on. Oh, I'm going to expand the fill shape, expand fill. You can choose some things, expand or inset. Inset means it would just go inside to the inside of the letters, and expand, it will expand the letters. So for this I'm going to use expand. Okay, now it's just a bit bigger than the one above, and now I could just give the other one another color, and it would just look differently. Let's see how it will look with orange. If you would see big difference. No, it doesn't. With yellow, well, that does look okay to me. We may want to add I'm now going to the color panel, by the way. A linear, and just something that like a neutral color. Yeah. Howdy. That was my little brother. He was leaving for school now, so I had to say something. Okay. Okay. This certainly looks nice. I just made a very simple home thing that would just fit in, I guess. So I made something to display on my page. Well, I'm going to fill this up when you guys visit my site, but I really have to stop the video.